Hey, what's up everybody, this is Autobot Gamer coming back at you with another video and review. Now, I know I didn't do a video yesterday. That's kind of because Wednesday is like my day off in the middle of the week. I don't really do anything on Wednesdays, so that's why. But anyway, today we're doing a Vortex. Now, Vortex is a helicopter, duh. But this is kind of a very strange version of Vortex. We'll go ahead and just kind of get in on some of this detail. You can see he has these very strange like cockpit things. They kind of look like bug eyes, to be perfectly honest. Oh, would you look at that? He's got a lot of very nice, like detailing. Even like the rotors up here, nicely detailed. He has like a little vent thing in the back there. Just a lot of nice detail. The rotor works very nicely. That was just a really bad hit. There we go. Now I got a good hit. Are you being serious right now? Literally, it works just fine every other occasion except for the one in which I want to do it. There. So it does have a good spin. If you don't like the four-bladed thing, you can fold it up, make it a double. But that's more or less for transformation. I mean, like, just for like basic size comparison, here's what the Legends class. This Blackjack or Rodimus, depending on which version of this mold you have. Yeah, this was also repainted into Whirl. And so we'll go ahead and do. We'll go through his weaponry real quick. He has these nice purple and yellow swords with a lot of very intricate detailing throughout the whole thing. Now he can hold them like this as like a sword, or if you notice, like there's these little like things on the bottom. I think those are supposed to be like gun barrels, so he can like shoot people with these. But yeah, you can take the swords, and there are a couple ports down here on these front rudders, so you can just kind of peg them in right there. Yes, it looks stupid, but it can do it. So transformation, first you want to do is fold those up. And there's hinge right there. You just kind of want to swivel these off to just the one side to expose a couple black sections. Take the cockpit, just kind of unhook it from there, bring it up about there, split the thing in half, open it, fold the little stinger bit in, flip it out, kind of stand it up, take these rear rudders, kind of fold them back to kind of form heels, and then you want to take this section and then unpeg the one side and then undo the other side, kind of bring them up on this hinge right here. So now you have it like that. Take it, rotate this section around so it should look like this. And then you just kind of want to take these sections and orient them into the arms. So now you take this section, fold it back, hold it all the way back, and then you take this section, bring it down, it'll tab in place, and then you take his head, bring that down, and there you have vortex. And I think vortex looks really nice. Real quick, we'll go ahead and get a nice close-up on that head sculpt. He does have the classic like visor. I know it's not showing up that well, but that's because there's a shadow kind of right in there. If I do that, you can kind of see just a little bit, just gives him more of that visor look. The weird piece of red just right there in the middle of his mouth plate looks a little weird, but yeah, so we'll go ahead and give him his sword. We'll put one like an actual sword, and then when it comes to like a gun configuration, since if you want to, you can kind of make it a little bit of an underslung kind of thing, like that. Or if, I can't remember what they're called, but you can also kind of do this if you chose to. But, I mean, like, just for the sake of, you know, keeping it a little better, we'll just kind of give him a sword and almost like just a gun. So that's how he looks like that. And honestly, he's just a pretty casual size. I mean, give me 1 second. Yeah. I mean, like, here he is with Combiner Wars Vortex. It's pretty self-explanatory here. And that is the last of the Combiner Wars Combaticons I have. So, but anyway, we'll go ahead and go through articulation real quick. Just get the swords out. His head is on a ball joint, so he can look like all the way up. Just try not to untab this whole section and bring it like all the way up, because that's mainly just a transformation joint. But he can look all the way up. He really can't look that far side to side because those two sections get in the way. But if you want to, you can make him kind of pull his head up and look like that, but then he just looks really stupid. So that's a little unfortunate. Now, since my figure's a little older, I've had this one longer. Him and Brawl, I've had those two for quite a long time. But so this one shoulder is like super stinking loose, but you know that can be fixed with a little bit of floor polish. This arm is a lot more hindered due to the fact that it has this giant propeller on it. But this arm is okay. I mean, because it has nothing on it. So there's a ball joint at the shoulder, so it can go out about that far, and then it does 360. There's a bicep rotation, and then there's a really strange elbow because when you bend it, it only goes about that forward, like that far, but then it goes like all the way back. I mean, like if you look at it, there's just a very strange shape to this elbow of his. He does have a waist rotation. He has a ball joint in the hip, and this whole section can indeed lift forward, so he can bring all the way forward, all the way back, all the way, or about that far out, and then he does in fact have like a normal knee right there, but most of the time you're going to wind up bending it there, so just kind of be a little bit careful of that. So he does kind of have a double knee, and then nothing at the feet, but they are at a little bit of an angle to give him like the A stance thing going on. yeah, in terms between this one and Combiner War Swindle, or no, not Swindle, Vortex, between, oh, I just dropped him. I still prefer the Combiner Wars versions. Okay, Combiner Wars, yes, they repainted figures over and over, but they repainted good figures. So that's this is still not a bad figure. I'm not saying that about any of these guys. They are still good figures, but yeah, we'll go ahead and put them back in the copter mode. So just kind of fold this head up, bring this section, and then take these, fold them around, like just kind of unpeg it, just kind of fold them around until it just kind of lines up. I would say exactly how to do it, but you're just kind of fiddling with it until it works. But don't tab in the propeller side. Tab in the one without the helicopter blades on it until, okay, then rotate that around. But you want to tab in the side without it first, because there's a little peg right there, and then the side with the propellers will kind of latch over that, and you move the propellers into place. So you should have something like this, and then you can fold these sections out, fold them around, and you do actually have the choice to kind of leave that stinger section in if you don't like that, so it'll kind of do this. But me personally, my figure doesn't really want to hold together if I keep it in. I don't think that there's enough clearance. Plus, I prefer the look with that little blaster cannon on the front. And you just kind of fold that out. There you go. Vortex. This section in the back does like lift up, so just that is a thing for combination. It is supposed to do that, so just kind of keep that in mind. So if you want that to stick out of his back, just kind of like that, that's kind of a personal preference thing too. I don't like it, so I leave it flush against his back. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, see how it's just kind of flush against his back? If you want it to stick out like that, I mean, he can support the weight and everything. It's not like it's going to cause any issues. But, I mean, like, it just looks a little goofy to me, so I leave it just down. So, it started the storm, and anyway, just, yeah, if you find Vortex for a good price, you know, he's great as his own individual figure, unlike a couple of the others. So we'll go ahead and put him in his arm mode real quick before I forget. So just kind of bring that connector piece down. Then you just kind of unpeg this whole section from like that. You just extend it all the way out, and then there's two little pegs here that tab in right in here. So that tabs in like that, and because he forms this arm, rotate it, pop this section open, boom, boom, fold out his hand, kind of bend that. There you go. Now we have the Vortex arm. But if you can find this figure for a good price, like just like a normal deluxe price, you'll be okay. Just remember, he's just a normal figure basically, except for just a couple other tricks. But yeah. So this is what we have of Bruticus so far. See you tomorrow in the next video, which we'll be going over Plastoff, and that will be 4 out of 5, and then we'll be doing Onslaught and Bruticus together. So, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for a video on Tuesday, Thursday, and then a 8 o'clock Saturday live stream. Still debating on whether or not I'm going to keep that on Saturdays. Yeah, if you do subscribe, go ahead and turn on that bell icon so that way you can be notified whenever I upload a video or go live. And I try to respond back to comments whenever you leave them. So don't forget to leave some comments there. And I will see you in the next video. Hopefully see you in the next video. Bye bye.